Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So here's a look at my outdoor tub. I just set this up last week and pretty soon I will be adding occupants to it. So this is a doggy bath, little pool thing that I got at PetSmart a while ago, like over a year ago. I had plans for it for a while, just with everything else going on with the aquarium hobby. I haven't set it up yet, but some recent developments have kind of pushed this to the top of the priority list. So my plan is to add some wild-caught Livebearers from the Las Vegas wash. If you saw my last couple of videos, I pointed them out. And so there is this little puddle that's separated from the main wash that has trapped some fish in it, and I'm going to try to catch some and collect them to put in here. So this is pool filter sand. I had that for a while because, initially my plan was to keep this as an indoor tub because I have attempted some outdoor tubs where it's just too hot here in southern Nevada. But now, I am gonna, as it is outside, I'm planning on doing a winter tub, or a fall and winter tub. It's gonna be the fall equinox in a few days, and through the winter I'll put a heater in here, and I just use this Whisper air pump. I have others, but this is one that extra that I have that's has kind of a loud hum, where it's inside it's kind of loud but contained, but here outside it's actually not that noisy, not that strong. But I'm gonna get a sponge filter from one of my tanks, put it in here, and I might end up putting multiple filters. Just here I just plugged it in and just to test it. So we got some extra dragonstone that I had, just some pebbles, some gravel in here. So the plan is to try to get some whatever wild caught fish that I can collect. I'm going to try like a DIY bottle fish trap and see what I can catch there. But before coming across those, when I was hiking in the Wetlands Park in Clark County, discovering those fish trapped in that puddle, my plan was just to have guppies in here. So guppies, snails, and shrimp. So I'll probably still put the guppies in here. I have so many. Some of the guppy antler hybrids, I'll put some in here, throw some snails, some shrimp, and whatever wild fish that I can collect. So when my last couple of videos where I showed those fish in that puddle, I mentioned that I suspected they were Livebearers, and I am pretty certain that they are. I did look it up. None of the fish are wild to or native to Nevada, but there are mosquito fish, like I thought, and I believe that's what they are, and even mollies, as I mentioned in one of the videos where I showed those. So I looked up in the Wetlands Park studies of like the habitat, and yeah, there are mosquito fish and mollies that are introduced in it. I think in that there might have been some Texas cichlids. I didn't find that looking it up, but just some of the pictures and what they look like. And yeah, so whatever I can collect there will go in here. And I was down there yesterday, the video that I submitted last night, I mentioned I was going to try to come out there early this morning, but I wasn't quite ready to do that. To get a bottle trap ready, and you know, really to do that, you'd have to let it sit for a while. So I gotta figure out a way to have the time to do that, where if I'm going to leave it, you know, people can come and go, so who knows what would happen there. And you know, looked up some research on how to do it. Others that do it like use bread, and I don't own bread, I don't eat bread, so I might just make some rapashi and stick it in, see if that can attract some fish into the trap. But yeah, and I was thinking, like, I don't have fishing line, but I have some extra airline tubing, so I'll probably just use that. And I don't know, I'll figure out a way to make some DIY traps. And yeah, when that happens, I will show. And I just, you know, I really want to be able to 100% confirm that they are Livebearers in there. I'm pretty sure, but it's not entirely certain. But yeah, so those are going to go in here, and I'll show you what else I'm going to put in here. So here's my 30-gallon tank. This is an aquarium that I used to feature a lot when I first started this fish keeping YouTube channel. But as I mentioned, it does have a little leak, so it's just been out here ever since. And when I do water changes, I just dump the water in here, and that's actually where now I'm dumping it into that tub. I just do the water change of my 84-gallon, my 6-foot tank, and that's where all that water is in that. Likely tonight I'll do some more water changes in my other tanks and fill it up deeper than it is. But yeah, so right now there's snails in here, bladder snails, so I think I'm just going to grab some, and I'll take some of this duckweed and let that be the first plant in that tub. So yeah, I'm going to grab a handful. So as it is right now, there is already some life in here. That's some algae. But yeah, so I just reached in, grabbed some duckweed and some snails, and that can be the first life in here, or first plants and invertebrates. Alright. So that could potentially not be a good idea. I mean, the duckweed can cover the entire surface, but if that's the case, I'll have to get more water movement to just keep a separation. Like, as long as there's water flow, that will stop the growth and where the water is moving. Like a 30-gallon across the surface, there's nothing in there, so that can cover the entire surface. So I'm actually, like, over this winter, I'll probably just do the same thing with that and put a filter in there and then heaters in there, and just keep that going through the winter with occupants. And as it leaks a little bit outside, that'll be fine. Yeah. So I think what I will end up doing also is get some other rocks and create like a rock pile in here, so I can put some shrimp in there. See if we can get a shrimp colony going. What I'd like to do is get a shrimp colony, snail colony, a livebearer colony, and whatever else. Yeah, so we'll see what develops over time and see what I can even collect. Alright, so stay tuned for that. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.